to my channel. I am Jackie. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us, and I welcome you to the family. I am just going to be showing you how to get this Valentine's Day inspired makeup look, and I just kind of played around and got this look. So if you like this look and you want to know how to get it and see what I did to create it, then keep on watching. And if you are interested in watching more videos from me, then please click the subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell if you want to get notified when I post more videos. And leave a comment down below. I really want to try to get to know you guys more and see what you're interested in watching, so leave a comment. I love reading comments. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, next time you see me, I'm gonna look not like this. Let's go. Makeup free. Do, 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 do. So I just used my Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream with sunscreen SPF 30. That is all I have on my face. And then I'm just gonna go in with my Becca, what is this? My Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This stuff is very good and a little bit goes a long way. Just realized I'm using the screen as my mirror basically. Which I heard is a good thing because like when you do your makeup in front of a camera, it makes you put on, I guess not more makeup, but it makes you see what your makeup would look like on a camera, and I think that that's such a smart idea. Maybe I'll start doing that in my everyday life. I think this is rubbed in. Et voila! Done. And honestly, all I've been doing for my foundation, I guess, is really just using Tarte Shape Tape. Not like everywhere, but concealing my spots and kind of just blending it out so it just creates a nice even base. Just a little bit on my cheeks. Around my nose I get really red. I've heard that that is just having to do with hormones. I have a little pesky pimple right there, and I think that's it. And I'll just blend it out. If I have any blemishes over here, a little bit over there. That's all I really do. I'm just going to use my e.l.f. I don't know if this is called anything, but it is the 103 brush. It's so dirty, I apologize. Just blend it out. I like to like go around my nose and blend it out like up my cheeks a little bit to kind of be more resourceful with the product when I really can't see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go get a mirror. Why do none of my palettes have mirrors? I definitely spend like 90% of my life just blending out my makeup. That's so fun. I don't think anyone looks cute when applying foundation. I'm like there's no way of getting around it. I'm sorry. Then I'm going to go under my eyes with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is the Brightener under eye concealer. Get in there. And I just put like a little bit on the inner corner. Just like right where the most darkness is. And I really just like to use my finger and blend that outwards. Like down and out. Down and out. There we go. So to set that, I'll just go in with my Mercier translucent powder. Typical staple, everybody knows about it. And I love my beauty blender. I forget what this is called. I think it's called, it's not the Blotterati, but it's, this kind of has like two, it's like double-sided. It has a more fluffier side, which I use to buff the powder in, and then it has a more sponge-like backside, which is good for like touch-ups throughout the day to kind of like blot your skin, but it's not the Blotterati. I'll look it up and I'll leave it down below because I forgot. Take a little on the tip of the sponge, and I just, again, mirror. Just blend it out like that. And then this is an optional step, but what I really like to do is go in with my MAC Lightscapade Mineral Skin Finish. It's got like blue, pink, yellow tones to it, kind of more color correcting, but it also has kind of like a highlighting effect. So I kind of just, again, it's optional. I go in, I don't know why I use this brush, I just do, but it's this e.l.f. like large kabuki brush. Like look at it in the compared to my face. It's quite large. So I go in with that and I just kind of like apply it like on the cheeks and cheekbones. Maybe a little down my nose. And it kind of just gives like a natural radiance, but it's also color correcting at the same time. I put a little on my forehead, not too much, because it can make me look a little too dewy, if you know what I mean. And then with that same brush, I'll just go in with my bronzer. This is the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in the shade Medium. I actually really like this brush for bronzer because it's more of a straight line, so I can just kind of curve out my bronzer. Ho ho ho, look at that. Nose, 12 years later. And then I'm going to start on my eyes, and I'm just going to go in with this Kylie Cosmetics, the Burgundy palette. It's got really gorgeous shades, and I think it's still available on her website. So I got it a long time ago, but I'm almost positive it's still available. So I'm just going to go in with this middle shade right here as kind of a base. Oh, and this is just a Wet n Wild buffing crease brush. And I blend it out. See? Just like a nice base tone. And a little trick I like to do, you guys are going to think it's so ridiculous, but I like to use a relatively clean, like buffy brush that I don't really use for any other purpose. And I go and I just diffuse the color a little bit and make the edges a little more blended. And then I'm gonna go in with this shade. It's more of like a, how would you use, like a terracotta burnt orange kind of color. It's really, really pretty. I'm gonna blend that into like the outer corner. Get closer. Gonna do the trick again because I want it to be diffused. And see, it just makes it look a little less harsh and more like whoosh, if that makes sense. If my noise and sound effects make any kind of sense to you. But I think you're getting what I'm trying to say. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. And then I'm gonna go in with the middle color right here. This is such a pretty, like, I'm gonna say that word, burnt, it's not even magenta, it's just like a burnt brick red kind of color, but it has kind of cooler undertones. So using the same brush for anything because I don't care. And I'm gonna pop that in the middle. Right in the middle. I think I'm even gonna go in with my finger a little bit on this. So don't know why I have sound effects. There we go. Look how pretty! Guess what I'm gonna do? Yep, we're just gonna blend it out very lightly. You don't have to like jab it in your eye, just like very lightly dust over it. And then for eyeliner, I really haven't been gravitating towards liquid liner for a long time now. I've just been using a pencil and then I just blend it out because again, I like the more softer looks. So I'm just using this Tom Ford Eye Kohl Intense in the shade 5 Bruise. Ooh. So it's more of just like a plummy, a dark plum kind of color, and it's really, really beautiful. So I'm just gonna lightly start from like the middle of my eye and blend, not blend, but just draw a thin line and extend slightly past my lash line. slightly, like minuscule slight, because I'll show you what I'm going to do in 1 second. I'm just going to do the same to the other side. And then I'm just going to take a blending brush. I believe this is Tom Ford as well. 14 is the brush number. And you just blend it out a little bit, just so it's not super harsh. And then I'm just going to go in with the same brush and go in again with the Kylie palette. I'm going to use kind of a mixture of the middle red one and then the outer burnt orange one. Just get like a little bit of both. Oh my god! I just threw my bronzer and I hope it's alive. I'm scared to look. We're alive, people. We're good. Okay. That was terrifying. A little bit underneath, because red on the under eye can kind of make you look dead, and that's not the look we're going for. So we're gonna go a little bit, again, like middle outwards. Nice, like it. Looking kind of dead, but it's cool because we're gonna make it look good. Next, I'm gonna go in with some mascara. This is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. It's a really nice natural bristle brush, very simple. It kind of reminds me of the L'Oreal Voluminous in terms of consistency and brush. Okay, and then this next part is optional, but I think I'm going to try it out. I want to try the Jillian Dempsey lid tint in the shade Ruby. It's kind of just like a glossy eye color, I guess is how I would describe it. It's kind of just like conditioning. They smell really good. I don't really know what this smells like, but it smells really good. I used like a couple of these ones before, but I think I have like 3 colors, and I really like them. I usually just use them on their own, but I want to see how this works piled on top of something. It might backfire, we shall see. I'm gonna pop it into the center of my lid to give it that little glow. I don't hate it. I actually kind of like it. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting creative here, people. So I'm just going to use the Olivia Jade palette. I just got this. I'm so excited. So I think I'm going to mix this color. They don't have names or anything. So this shade in the corner over here, it's kind of like a champagne pearl kind of color. I'm going to mix it with this shade up here, which is a pinkier champagne. It's like a rosé. There we go. I'm just going to put a little bit on my Tom Ford 6 brush. Let's see. Ooh! Ah! Ah! Blinding! Okay. So that's nice. I like it. A little bit on the nose. Cupid's bow. I'm going to use this shade over here in the highlight. It's kind of a highlighter, but we're going to be daredevil and use it as a blush. I don't hate it again. Okay. I mean, I love to be glowy, but if this is not your thing, by all means, use whatever blush you prefer. But, you know, it's Valentine's Day. I want to be like... And then finally for my lips, I'm going to go in with the MAC lip liner in Stripdown. This is like everybody and their mother has this lip liner, but it's just because it's such a good nude. So I'm not going to go like crazy with the liner. I just like to go a little bit on the bottom to kind of accentuate the bottom lip. Let's get a little closer. And then I just go a little bit on the cute itself. And my Cupid's bow isn't like super defined, it's more gentle. So I just define it a little bit more, like that. And that's all I really do for the lip liner. And then I'm gonna go in with the Marc Jacobs Enamored High Shine Lip Lacquer in the shade Pretty Thing. It's just such a beautiful nude color. And this is what I've been doing for my lips a lot. I've been doing just like a lip liner and then a gloss on top. Put a little bit. And then the last thing I'm going to do, I did this in a really weird order, I apologize, but the last thing I'm going to do is do my eyebrows because I almost forgot about them. I don't really do a lot. Usually most days I'll just leave them like this and then just go through with like a little spoolie and just brush them out. Like that. Like that's all I really do most days. But for the sake of the video, we're going to fill them in a little bit. So I'm just going to use this Tom Ford Brow Sculpting Kit. Kind of start at the front and define the front section like this. Swoosh. That's all I really do. I feel like that looks like I did nothing and I didn't really do a lot, so it's kind of true. So then I just naturally accented my eyebrows like so. And we're good! Yay! So that is it for my Valentine's Day 2019 makeup look. It's very much a high impact eyes look and I'm very much into it. I think it looks dewy and fun and fresh. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. This is what I'm going to be wearing on Valentine's Day when I go to the movies by myself. It's okay. Awkward. But I really like this look. I'm really happy with how it came out, and sometimes you just have to play around a little bit and have some fun and you might surprise yourself. Well, my camera stopped recording because it was probably like, Juggy, what are you doing? And I dropped something else and it's okay. Oh my god! It's fine.